turn it this way. Hello?
All right, here's the recap. Several months ago, Mark headed out on deployment. Then, I took Bekah across the country so she could start a job at Disney World. After she got moved in, I flew back home to Washington on my own, but my two best friends met me in Seattle. Aaliyah arrived first. I took her to Pike's Place, the Amazon Go store. We had breakfast and saw the gum walk.
You filming me? Yeah. Hi.
The next day, Lovey arrived. Now that we were all together, we caught the train to the ferry to get back to the island. While they were here, I had them walk across the bridge and we went on a little hike.
You scared? Ooh, and then you feel the bridge move with the cars.
When the semis come on, it's really scary.
Go touch the water.
It was a quick visit, but so glad they got to be with me because otherwise I would have been arriving back home completely alone. Once we said goodbye, I had 1 month before Mark got back for deployment. Okay, so I wanted to, what do you even call this? Document the week before Mark got home. Today's Tuesday. And this time next week, I will have been with Mark for 4 whole hours. I'm really excited, obviously, but I also am a little bit nervous just because, I don't know. There was a lot I wanted to get done while he was deployed, and I feel like I didn't. Like, I wanted to learn French, and I wanted to be in the best shape of my life, and I wanted to do all these Bible project videos, and I wanted to edit all my videos, and I wanted to do 27 more things, but after talking to some other Navy wives, I've realized that's not really a realistic thing for deployment. Apparently everybody sets all these crazy goals that they want to do while they're gone and none of it really happens, so at least I'm not alone in that. We had our sign making party on Sunday and I'm finishing up my sign to put on the side of the road, and then my goal for the week is to get at least 1 more YouTube video edited and uploaded before he gets back, finish cleaning the office, pick out an outfit, set up the house for him to get back. I'm gonna pick him up at 6 p.m. on Tuesday is what it's looking like. So I'm excited. Deployment has been good. There's just been a lot going on with my family, with moving Bekah to Florida, and then Andrew coming to visit, and my friends coming to visit, which have all been really good. And I've only been alone for about a month, 2 months, month and a half, which is really not that bad. I don't know what I would have done if I was gone the whole time, or if I was alone the whole time that he was gone. It would have been really hard. So I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do for the next deployment. Mark is gonna be one of the first ones back from deployment because he's going to this thing in Pensacola called ASO school, which is the Aviation Safety Officer School. It's gonna be his ground job. So everybody in the squadron has like their normal job. So like Mark, like all the pilots have like their piloting job, and then they all have what they call a ground job, which is what they do when they're not flying, so they're on the ground, which is like the silliest thing I've ever heard. But Mark's gonna do the aviation safety officer job, which he's really excited for. He loves learning about airplanes, and this is just more learning about airplanes. So we're gonna go to Pensacola when he gets back. He's gonna be, I think, the first one back, which I feel bad for. I feel guilty because obviously other wives miss and families miss their sailors too, and I'm getting mine first, but I guess it just works out that way sometimes. I'm just trying not to brag about it because I'm like so freaking excited. Since he's coming back differently than most guys will go fly back with everybody else on the P8s as they come back in. As the whole crew comes back in, they'll bring the plane back with them, so they'll all fly into Whidbey, but Mark's gonna be on his own, so he's flying commercially into the SeaTac airport, so I'm gonna have to drive down there and get him, and then our plan is to stay in a hotel that night, so it's gonna be really exciting if it all works out. I'm trying to keep my expectations low because a lot can change at a moment's notice, so I'm trying not to get too excited about anything, but at the same time, prepare. So it's a very interesting balance that I'm having to do. But tomorrow I'm going to work more on the sign, and go out and try and look for a dress at the thrift store and see how that goes. But yeah, that's all I got right now. Okay, end of the day on Wednesday. I went to Bible study today and I was talking to some of the ladies there, telling them that Mark's gonna be home super soon. And I was like, I'm super excited. They're like, are you excited? Like, yes, of course. I'm so excited. And I was like, it honestly feels like I'm walking into an arranged marriage where I know that I'm gonna love this guy, but I've never met him before. That's what it feels like. And it's such a bizarre feeling, especially because Mark and I have been together like for a long time, almost 9 years. Yeah, 9? Since high school. It's quite a while. We've been together longer than most couples our age have been together. So it's like exciting and just weird because I've never been this long without him, obviously. And I want everything to be like perfect when he gets home. Like I want everything to be clean and put away, and like I want to look nice and put together and my best, which is weird because it's like I'm trying to impress this guy that I'm bringing to my house for the first time. But he's lived with me before and he's seen when like me and my room and my things are a mess because it's Mark and I've known him for like 9 years. So I don't have to impress him, but I feel like I have to. It's such a weird feeling. Tomorrow's Sunday and I thought that today was Friday, which is obviously not. I didn't do one of these yesterday because I went to my friend's house and slept there instead. And there was a windstorm last night and the power's out at my house. So I have done pretty much nothing. I finished the sign today. So that was good. Besides that, really nothing. Nothing got accomplished. And I didn't do my wind down routine. So now I'm just watching guys do trampoline tricks on Instagram Reels. Hopefully tomorrow's better. Okay, Sunday night. Had a good day. Went to brunch with friends and then to Trader Joe's. So that was a good time. The power came back on around like 3 or 4 today, so that was good. I think most of the stuff like in the fridge stayed totally fine. A lot of people made me nervous about like keeping the stuff in the freezer since it might have thawed and then refroze. I have no idea what to do about that. I'm really trying to practice Sabbath and it's really hard for me, especially with Mark being gone, because I just don't like being quiet and being alone. So I just end up watching TV, which is really not, I don't think, something that I want to do on the Sabbath. So I ended up just like cleaning a little bit and listening to part of his sermon and folding laundry. So, which feels more like Sabbath than watching TV. So that's what I did today. Mark's been flying a lot, and he's flying again right now, so he'll be busy right up until he has to leave to come here, which is good. Just makes it weird and hard, I guess, because I haven't been able to talk to him like very much before he's coming home, so puts you in a weird headspace, I guess. But tomorrow's my last full day of normal. I guess not normal. My last full day of not normal before I get back to normal. This is my last night alone. Feels kind of weird. Just talking to Mark today and we were both just like, just doesn't feel like real life. But I got my sign done for him today, just as a cuddle, which is what we've been screaming at each other on the phone lately. And I like pretty much cleaned up everything. I just need to take the compost out, take the trash out, do some dishes, and then it should be pretty much good to go. Tomorrow morning I'm going to Bible study, and then I'm going to take a shower because I'm hoping that my curls will stay more intact longer if I shower tomorrow as opposed to tonight. But we'll see. Yeah. I got his gifts set up. There's a couple things that he ordered and a few things I got on my road trip. So I set them up in the kitchen so that when we walk home or walk in the door, he'll see them right away. So yeah, let's do this thing.
Today is the day. I am on my way to get him. I'm on the ferry, and of course my alarm went off while I was in the bathroom, but this very nice older man told me that it happens a lot and not to be worried about it. He also told me to turn my headlights off so I don't kill my battery. But I'm going to check into the hotel first, and then I'm gonna go pick him up. I'm gonna change because I'm not wearing this. It is a stupid, beautiful day. The only thing that can make this day better is if I saw some whales. Keeping a lookout. Probably not though.
Since I was by myself, I set my camera up on a tripod so I could try to capture Mark walking out from the terminal. But I didn't know exactly when he was going to get there, so I did a lot of this just standing around waiting until Mark's plane landed, which was like 20 minutes. I kept getting worried that I would run out of storage on my phone if I recorded too long, so I would walk back to check it, and of course, right when I walked back, Mark walks around the corner.
I started slow walking.
Ah, man. I knew that was gonna happen. I'm so mad. I should have just left it.
It's like, oh, it's here. Welcome home! Hooray! Look at all this stuff.
Yeah, I got it for you.
No, you got it for me.
We only spent one night in the hotel and headed back home early the next morning because, as you can imagine, after 6 months, Mark just wanted to be back in his own house. You guys know Mark loves to cook, so we immediately went to the grocery store, and he mowed the grass, and we got back into our workout routine. The next few days, we were helping a lot with the rest of the squadron's homecoming chaos, which was really fun to see everybody reunite. And then we were headed back to one of our favorite places in the world.
You gotta let energy out somehow. You know? You know what that's like?
Oh,